pretty 50-50. I mean, I'm not really sure about this. For sure, it's volatile as fuck.
Yeah.
And I think they should win top, so, and it's oppressive jungle.
Committed
so
to getting this Sivir in the 1v1 against the Cassante?
I mean, right now, probably I always love this combo because it's a game changer.
Well, we might get to see some action in a second.
Red line connects. Okay, finally knocked in Orianna, but the problem is Nautilus is on Abadaga. He can't move. It's going to be a 1-for-1 now. Jungle going to die on Team Heretics side as Sten flashes away. Shao did get a kill, but in response, so did Skeens. Dragon's also up, so for SK, they have a smite and make watching Dudu the other morning. Dundun's going to flash away while Dragon's being done. Dudu's going to stay with us for a bit because, again, with Dredgeline coming through, the arrow over the quiver, Flacket gets a kill onto Loopy. The fear won't be enough. There's good work coming through from Sten. He might be a sacrificial lamb, but it's giving a 2v1 over to Kadui, where Camilo is just free-firing. Flacket and Camilo double 80 carry power. Now looking for another. The slow from the Mountain Dragon, a poke as well. Flacket close to getting kill number 3. And Orianna coming in. Abadaga wants a new angle, but Shayo's now alive. Steals the Dragon, and you might be right, Team Heretics just
DPs are available for both top laners, ready to join the fight at a moment's notice.
And Dredgeline sets up, and look at the poke with a death touch. Loopy's dead. He doesn't even get to press the engage button. The power of range from Team Heretics compels
Super earlier was just this idea of using the Sivir to get that prio in the mid-lane matchup. One of the reasons why it is favored. You can see that Skeens is hovering.
Finally Shockwave, and it's not early, it's on site. That's more than can be safe for Flacket. There's a shutdown. Sten flushed over the wall. Depth charge. But two-man as Herald gets summoned in the midst of it. And Camilo jumping up with Shao, letting it all unleash. He gets a knockup too, and the Herald does good damage. He's going to pop out right in front, waiting for the Pillar of Flame, but Skeen walks around. Herald does some damage to the mid turret, but all in all, finally, SK pull that trigger.
SK to retreat, connecting onto the tower, and they're even going to convert it into their second dragon of the game. Heretics on a 1-for-1 come out on top.
It's that pointed out Seekers that makes
to make sure that that pick counts. And then Kedui, while he doesn't really have any... Oh, hang on a minute.
There's a pick here, depth charge again. But they're doing this onto Loopy. Once more caught out of position. Rocket almost comes out of Camilo's pocket. And Loopy gets fired upon. Camilo's second there, and he's right on the money.
He finds another one. The kill ignores Dundun on the top side.
I mean, Dundun's done nothing this game because he's either been into the Cassante. I know opportune times. There's a shockwave, but a little bit earlier, I believe. Fear still going to come out. Barrier there as well. Kadui under turret, but where's the damage? Skeen is tanking it up. Abadaga comes through eventually, but Carlson now in the way. A blast cone there too, and all out. Pops him and takes him on a journey. Abadaga flashes away, but Carlson still has his right there too. No blast cone for you a second time, and a Pillar of Flame not stealing away. Carlson picks up kill number 1.
So a 1-for-1 trade is Flacket. There's little that the Varus can do in these situations. Flacket does have his flash back up, and he might have to use it.
He does, but he gets caught anyway, and there it is, the combo finally. Lay it on with the Magna Storm from Loopy. SK, useful fight. Kadui's poked out. Camilo still has a bit of damage in his back socket, but for now, even with a phosphorus bomb not connecting, Team Heretics have to back away. SK pull the trigger, and it works well again.
On the way, Camilo is in the area.
9k at 8. Camilo, as you said, the poke is big. Dundun has TP even after taking the turret. It's a big play for SK. Carlson running in at 4, at 3. Skeens just needs to lock down on that smite, and with phosphorus bomb poking him out, surely. Yes, he does get it. There's a direct line as well between worlds. Carlson takes him out of that said world. And Dundun going through yet another portal. Is going to take Blasco, flash away. Sten wanted a dredge line mid-air, but he won't find it as SK get the objective. Gold dead.
Closer to late game now as the third items are being worked on and even completed as the Infinity Edge
is going to get some autos. And remember, they still have one grub themselves. A collapse from Carlson. Shao is soloing Dragon for the time being, so still going to edge out a win. If Team Heretics get this, it'll be third Dragon. But if the fight starts now, which it will with the Shockwave, and the Seeker's Armor Guard getting burnt, and the Magna Storm on top, they're in deep trouble. Team Heretics, 1 in the ground, 1 in the dirt. Flacket won't see anything as the Dragon, rather, turret goes down. The Dragon will as well, but SK now have a 4 versus 5 in front of the...
Heretics putting themselves on the sole point, but Dundun continuing to pressure on the side lane will get a tower in exchange. Those items are kind of awkward now for Flacket. And it's going to be down 3 levels.
Again, here we go. Paranoia strikes deep, and Yeah, the shockwave won't work out yet again, but even with the flash, the flee, Skeens is so strong in this game that Camilla's going to die regardless. Boomerang helps out, but Skeens is on the chase, movement speeding up, and another kill. Skeens really carrying the game through and through with Chain of Corruption fly out, but again, buying time. Dundun does it himself, and Sheo comes in with a set up from Loopy and Magnet Storm as well.
Wait a minute.
Sheo can't really move. No one was there from SK, otherwise Sheo would have been dead as well. But Camillo, dead for 40 seconds, as you said, in front of Baron and SK again.
Yeah, this should be an uncontested Baron. Sheo is just too low HP. He does still have the brand ultimate available. He's making his way back towards the objective. This isn't the fastest Baron.
Dundun. Oh, he's seen. No, okay. Sten just predicts and he knows. The all-out pulled here on the top lane, but Dundun gets away into another dimension. He strikes. He has to run. Baron is killing Dundun, but he gets out if only just. Loopy on the back of the pit as well. It's going to be a reset angle. And Carlson and Sten did what they could to hold the game. This game was kind of pacing out for themselves. Baron's being done. I was just waiting for a contest, but no. SK just started this. Team Heretics reset. They're not here in time. It's gone. It is just gone. Paranoia again. The shockwave not going to hit anyone marked, but neither is the Chain of Corruption. The other side, Dundun has set them in a parallel world as Abadagi gets the first kill of the fight. Loopy burning down, but Carlson now isolated with the poke coming through, and Dundun from over the wall. Carlson lucky to be alive. They lose one and the mid-game. Their side lanes have been spectacular. Mainly because Team Heretics haven't been matching them, but also just outplaying. Here we go again. A free target onto Sheo. Where is the mobility? Give them a car or something. Team Heretics need to get the hell out of there.
Dundun finally gets something on the scoreboard. His first kill of the whole game. He's been spending a lot of his time in this game, sitting on a side lane, farming
up. He said it on record. Don't blame us. We all said it, okay? We're equal parts.
But they've turned it around. And as you rightly said, Skeens and Abadagi found the engages. They locked onto Flacker. They didn't give him room to breathe. They were tower diving him in the mid lane as well. They made it impossible for him to play the game. And now they're reaping the rewards.
I feel like, even though Skeens Abadagi working his unit is, yes, this Dragon's going to go down. We know this is going down. I feel like Skeens has been grouped up with everyone here to face check. They're worried about how they approach this objective. And with the ward down, they see that SK are not on it for now. Poke out, a seer comes through as well, rather a pillar of flame from Sheo. It's also a good face-checking tool as Carlson's going to stick around. Dundun is going to get flanked here, and we'll see if the Gatling gun's going to be enough. We look towards mid, though, waiting for the shockwave again, but it's not pulled off. Skeen jumps in, isolated alone. Loopy with a Magnet Storm as well. Onto Flacker, who can't play the game. Out he runs, but how far will he go? Not far enough. Team Heretics have bought their time, but just after the fight's already done, Camilla ran in, got exploded. Abadagi held on for long enough, and the insurance policy has been claimed.
4 members fall for Heretics, and SK remains strong. They find a good fight 39 minutes in, and they're looking to get first game in this series against Heretics.
In the all-important series, you have to put your hands together for SK in what looked rough at the start, was completed through the mid to late game. Here they stand in an almost 40-minute barn burner. The straw's all gone. The cows have evacuated Vetti. The barn door is open, and SK are running through victorious.
Stand with a cheeky Zhonya's, utilizing the arm guard to buy a bit of time. Still smiles.
It's not a bad pick, it's just kind of a bad duo bot lane. But at the same time, Bard is like one of the best scaling supports in the game.
Yeah.
So he's pretty happy to play in this game. I wouldn't be too happy.
We saw what was a questionable swap. This time around, though, not going to be happening. Loopy, when are we going to see him unleashed on the map?
Well, not now. Cosmic Binding doesn't connect. Skeen's going to get engaged on it. He flashes away. Lilting Lullaby not available either, by the way, but now that the dust is out, watch here with Sten getting over the wall. Seismic Shove does connect onto Sheo and Sten. Magical Journey. Cosmic Binding, rather. He's nice, but Camillo cleans it up. Flashes over the wall onto Kadui. One more auto. Kadui will survive. Camillo, though, he's brought this fight back over to Team Heretics, and Flacker now on the chase. Another Cosmic Binding from Loopy. Really makes himself known, and Camillo has another chance. Bowling ball.
There is that exchange, and there is the Lilia ball rolling on by.
What is that?
Let's lock
that's
in.
also
TP
ancient.
comes through from Abadagi.
Now what? It's going to reset a little
being
bit.
started.
Sheo is sending out a ball again onto Kadui. Could be a one-man lilting lullaby. Not going to be popped yet. The charm comes out. The cleanse immediately. Kadui gets turned golden by a tempered fate. Did Sheo just steal it? I think he did. Kamilu flushes out of the way of a side pick. Shove gets a two-man knock-up. And on the Yona, he whiffs. Sends it between the goalposts, but does enough damage. Kamilu takes down Abadage. And Sheo just walked in and yoinked the dragon.
Felt like a one. Slightly easier to land. But here we go. Now they're going to look for a scrap.
And you're going to find Dundun landing his ulti straight away. His public execution enables Carlson to be mitigated. There's a kill. There's Skins coming in useful with his ulti burned as well. Bot turret now exposed.
A nice skirmishing duo. Do find a nice pick on the bot side, but Sheo is in the area.
Oh, it's a two-man onto Dundun as well. That wave's going to be cleared immediately, but he doesn't even need it. Sheo, because he got the second one as well. Skins in trouble. Meanwhile, Abadage is getting 1v1 by Kamilu. What a day for this mid laner.
And so SK chasing after that dive.
Same problem as first game. This overcommitment to a play, this over-map movement. Is that a word, Betty? You can...
They still get the first turret. They'll still get the feats of warfare. And
they
now,
do.
Oh, but Sheo is only just basing now, which means he's going to be very late to this objective. I don't think Heretics is really in a position. Sten does have smite of his own.
But Sten's smite is only going to be 600, and it's just easy for Skins to take this away himself. And the difference with the Weaver's wall out as well as that Team Heretics approaching this is impossible. Second dragon of the game for SK, and
decide to lock this Yone down either.
And the rest of the comp hits from a screen away. You know, we talked a little bit about SK's tools, and I know you were mentioning like the synergy of the draft isn't really there, and there's a lot of things that might work against each other. Range from Team Heretics also might be a bit of a problem here, as the setup just seems to be that much easier. Now, Herald has been spawned through mid. This will be a free charge. This will open up mid turret. And it is a nice objective for SK to pick up.
Oh, junglers.
Better. Nice. Okay, Carlson flushes away. Down with the ulti. They bought a lot of time. Sheo going to bring in Lilting Lullaby. It's only for one, but they kill Carlson before he goes to bed. Skeens thinks he's in trouble, but he's willing to turn this on a Dundun. There's good damage, and Sheo does have his Rift Maker fully active and available. He's healing huge, but he's flashed. Johnston now with the flash response. Sheo sending out the ball, and again another nap time. Sheo is putting one to bed, and with everyone sending in their best effort, it's Abadage and Kadui now next on the chopping block. Stand on the turret, a shutdown. Messi, Abadage taking up the turret. Kadui, that's random. I think Sheo can kill him as well. Kadui's like, oh my god, I have flash, but he's not going anywhere near that. And Sheo is putting on a clinic again.
I need the replay to help me understand why the TP came in so late. Like, if they were going to commit to respond to that, I feel like they needed...
45 Dragon, number 3 for SK. That could be theirs in 30 seconds, but we're looking at items for good reason.
Nah, look at the levels, man. Like,
I'm looking at levels
for
good reason.
16.
Loopy might be called out. Look at the damage!
Yep.
Quickness. Oh, man, out with a magical journey. There's no lilting lullaby. Sheo can't get it off. There's double redemption. They're getting a little bit silly. As Carlson's going to get a Mega Blast going on top of his face. He's going to burn down Skins, but there's a pillar in the way. Public execution again from Dundun is nice. And he'll pick up his third kill of the game. Meanwhile, Camilo sending it in. The Fate Seal to shove away. Abadage in trouble, but this time he's safeguarded, buying time.
You know, I still think that they wouldn't be
okay, the odds are not even, ladies and gentlemen. They're not. And especially not now. Abadage walks into Sheo. A seismic shove that saves his life again, but this dream-laden burn needs to be stopped. Equalizer down. It's not fair. The Veil is taking its target.
SK's got to go Baron right now. I feel they've just spotted the jungler on the bottom side of that perma killing.
Yeah.
Carlson, okay?
Hello, Loopy on the trail, and he's just ordered down to death.
But like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Like, he has no push anywhere. Other broken bot to then get the vision. Like, you can't just face check.
Because Carlson does this all the time. He just perma groups through mid. And now it's set up towards the Baron. So this time it's worked out. Loopy going down. He has 15 seconds. No TP to join the fight. And Sheo shreds this down so damn quick. The power of Lilia and the power of Team Heretics in the second game cannot be understated. There's the Baron. Let's move to 5.5k as SK. Don't mind the response here, Betty. But public execution now down. And that means that Team Heretics can just siege this up. So one ability to maybe stop Dundun from moving anyway. Deadly Flux is really good here because the quickness is well set up. Lock up and Curtain Call flies in. Dundun, he hasn't been ultied yet by the Lilia. Even though the burn gets close to enough redemption. Is that a snipe? Yes, it is! Stan kills Dundun from a destroyed. And now with Loopy setting up the ulti, Abadage, he's out of the thick of it. He was in Donnies in the meantime. He has to flash away. Team Heretics now sieging in, and I must say, done very classily to try and end this second game.
But you see what we were talking about. It's so easy for this composition to siege, and SK just don't have the wave clear. One inhibitor is going to fall. A second is right behind it. Sub 30 minutes, Heretics will break open the base.
Like it. Let's be careful, something shoved now down. He can walk it out and good sidestep. Double inhibitor, Vetty. Not just the base, it's in tatters here at 8.5.
Very nicely done from Heretics, using the Baron exactly like they're supposed to. And Camilo, he just added insult to injury because in the mid lane, he was also diving 2 versus 1.
True.
And it wasn't even about getting kills, it was just about getting enough damage down to threaten SK so that when the rotation from bot came over to mid, there was no way for SK to be able to defend. So now with only that bot top tower left standing, I'm surprised on the exit that they're not focusing getting this dragon. Camilo may have overextended here.
Let's see, it's a Baker. Stender's nearby, and remember there's a Kern call from Flacket coming in as well. Quickness, ulti does whiff, but it doesn't matter. Abadage is in the thick of it. Sten's going to take a magical journey, and into Luby with Carlson there sitting on the side. Whatever Bart tastes like, I'm sure it's no surprise. Team Heretics take 2, and now the base is up.
Oh, and now it's Skeens who's in a lot of danger because behind the turret is Carlson and Sten. They're looking for another pick.
Going to be an easy setup, and again, upside of the map seems to be it. Dundun's going to teleport in, culling out through as well. Team Heretics, that is theirs. There's a quick drowsy behavior. Show is just going to burn down. 5 members running into Dundun. It's not the best, but it's enough. That's all that matters from Team Heretics in this game too.
Heretics going to continue the siege after SK desperately tried to find something in the top river. Back is going to come through from Camilo. He has the TP available. He's going to send it to mid lane.
Looking Lullaby not available. The Swell Seed hits and Shao.
Full Canic Rooken is also picked up by Camilo.
Okay.
It looks like we're going to game 3.
No, the enemy team was not safe enough. And Vitality. Potential Magi's, if we get to that point, 3 items. He's still doing a lot. He's just running into SK. And I mention him because the equalizers have been the perfect setup, but it's so easy to layer with this comp. It's so easy to just run in the base now and hit them with range. And Vetty, 3 waves coming in. This is surely where it ends.
It's looking likely, Hysterics. They need those waves to crash. A bot wave is on its way. A mid soon to follow. The double super minions.
Well seed. Shao has
to the
flash.
Towers.
I'm waiting for the flash in from Shao to put everyone to bed. Swell Seed misses. He's got his movement speed up. The ability to run in. Watch the Lilia. Tempered Fate does not connect. He's too fast. It's Deer in headlights. Another one out as Stan sets up for the engage. Camilo runs in and again, still no lilting Lullaby waiting in. Shao jumps in and sets for Scotland. Running in. Abadage's going to be the first to drop down and his angle immense. He hits everyone. He dies. But man, it looked hella good. That's what William Wallace did. As we go right to the Nexus to a game 3. Team Heretics do it with style. They are not winning every part of this fight, but it is enough. SK are way too far behind, and for Shao's death, you'll take us to the final pinnacle of this series.
Largely going to come down to, can Kadui get resets? If they kill Kadui, a lot of the damage disappears and the responsibility falls onto Dundun, but there are ways to deal with this Gwen, with this composition.
I feel like Camilo consistently is the person that gets criticized a lot as
well, I mean,
Shao.
remember, he did come in from a 2nd division LFL team.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even from
LFL.
the LFL, right? And then he goes straight to the...
Dundun's getting pretty close to that as well. You talked about it before. He's got the Riftmaker, and now with Grubs, I mean,
here
Gwen on turret,
Skeens.
he's not only going to get the goal, but you said it, Skeens is going to cease and assist. Chompers down. They need to work out as well. The rocket through, and Dundun picks up first blood. The turret won't finish the job, and now it's hunting season on this tier 1 for SK.
A clean dive comes through from SK. You can see the difference when Skeens has something that he can have a bit more agency over. They make the dive happen top.
Holy.
They're going to give the kill over to Dundun. All this tower gold as well. SK quickly.
About as much as you expect. Carlson gets some alone time with the turret, and it is nice to see that for Team Heretics, Carlson does get some gold back into this game. He needs it. First turret for Team Heretics. Do quite a lot. The extra magic damage for the Jinx means that Yuntal might feel like an item and a half properly. Look, there's damage already. Onto Flacket, he's just ordering. Camilo flashes in, gets a cleanse out. Pop Blossom gets an engage, and meanwhile, Loopy's isolated. The Wild Growth gets him out of dodge as he flashes out, but SK have been chunked. Flacket, you could say the same as the Herald. Now looking for its charge. That will complete, but it doesn't open up mid-tower. Redemption onto Loopy. Heals him up, and he's still got the shields. Kadui is full HP, so he just has to kite back and play it safe.
Loopy is very susceptible, but with the flash committed from Camilo, that's one less tool that they have to engage. And with the ultimate gone from Stand, I don't really see how Heretics can find a fight. Maybe a good Poppy ultimate could open them up. Abadage trying to zone them away.
Carlson has a blast cone. That's his angle. Skeens is not even on the Dragon. He's taking a different approach. What a block onto Kadui. Skeens has just saved the fight. The reset there. The Death Rocket true. Flack it away from the needlework, but Skeens does it again. That fight committed assault and battery.
Abadage didn't get an opportunity to use the ultimate, but it didn't matter because Kadui was the player that they needed to protect. If they could get the resets onto the Jinx, then SK had a fighting chance, and it was Skeens that allowed that to happen. From the tri-brush, he interrupts Carlson's dive onto the back line. On Rise is when you use Realm Warp to basically gank a lane. So you have someone like the Jack,
Jack.
In the 1v1, and then a Rise ultimate appears just behind the enemy, and then you set up for a bit of a side lane play. But the problem is, if you do that anywhere that isn't the Rise there too, he doesn't know, he doesn't see, so he just plays more defensively. But now that means that the Lulu ultimate is unavailable. If Carlson can get on top of the Jinx, providing that peel is going to be much tougher.
They are doing Atacon though. I mean, this is a serious threat. Patience on the edge.
Positioning, it's so awkward. He's going to TP in.
Loopy's too. He doesn't have the wild growth if this turns for a fight. Sheo still has his ulti and flash.
Oh, but look at Dundun now.
You're right. Now maybe it matters a lot. Dundun on the flank. The import with the needlework holding off, and he's just jumped on. Never mind. Team Heretics say, what are you doing? Atacon's going to drop in the meantime. Dundun 07. Honorable sacrifice while the flowers are put on his grave.
They do give the shutdown over to Flackhead. So overall, I think it's a worthwhile trade for SK. Securing that Atacon is a huge advantage. But Heretics don't get nothing for it. Flackhead got a huge injection of gold, securing that mid tower as well. And they're looking to put themselves on Soul Point. And I don't think from this position, SK can really contest.
No, you're right. Especially not with Dundun in his angle. So Team Heretics might call that worth in the end. Dagger was talking to me about it last week, where Atacon, give or take, is about 3,000 gold. Like, that's what the worth is. So you got to remember, for SK, maybe it's like a 4K gold lead now, but for Team Heretics, they're on Soul Point. Abadage, he's got wing. Knife locked in.
35 seconds until the Dragon.
Topside play. Realm Warp. Interrupt. Camilo. Oh, he doesn't get in.
That's bad. That's bad.
Skeens is going to find him as well. He is tanky, though, and he's got to seek his arm guard. Redemption. A heroic entrance. Lay it down. It's grand at that, and Camilo's dead. Over to Kadui. Big mistake. I called him. EU faker, and he does me like that.
SK find a huge pick, but Heretics can get themselves the soul. The Dragon spawns in 8 seconds time. This Baron is not going down that quickly. Skeens is not going to be in a position to steal this one away.
I don't know if this is worth betting. I don't think Soul for Baron is going to cut it. SK like we've lost it. Hex Tech Soul for a team that doesn't have an engage. They have Chase.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that's good.
It depends how much value SK can get off the back of this Baron. The Rise is still dead. They're going to begin the siege onto the top tower.
Yeah. Okay. Red Bull, show us what you got. Give some wings to SK, because, man, they're going to need it. As you said, how much value do they get? They get at least this top turret. But if it's only 1 or 2 turrets, if they can't
phase rush, Milu runs away to safety.
Vault Breaker didn't hit, so that's why Skeens doesn't get as much time as he'd like. Doesn't use his ulti, thankfully. But he's going to take a lot of this bot side jungle. So as he takes away, SK are trying to group up and get a bait in, but Kadui, who keeps farming away now with the Runans, feeling confident here to step up to the turret. Chompers down, Sheo flashes in, what an engage from the Poppy. Ulti's up, Abadage gets out for now. Shield of Duran is there, Kadui doesn't give any splash damage over, but look at where Skeens is. Isolated, not punished. Team Heretics couldn't get to him in time.
Dundun is able to secure the mid-tier 2. Carlson can't quite hold the wave, but a nice engage from Sheo at the very least pushes the rest of SK back.
Slows the game down, that's what Team Heretics want. Maybe no, speed it up. Okay, Dundun right on top of them as well. 1v3 with the needlework. He's pop blossomed up. There's a hero's entrance. Big knock up. Abadage re-engaged, but no reset. Skeens now coming in as Camilo's isolated and set packing. Camilo will die. Flash over the wall. Flackett gets out in time, burning both summoners close for SK to find a bit more.
Abadage is the savior that Dundun needs, keeping the Gwen alive and splitting Heretics up, converting it into a kill. SK don't waste the opportunity. They immediately TP into bot lane and they're looking to break the base.
Can we lose 35 seconds from coming up on alive? This inhibitor's going to drop at the very least, and mid is pushing as well. All of a sudden, SK with one counter play, lock in. This is another turret dropping down through mid. Baron is going to end with a 6,000 gold lead. Props to SK. The soul trade looks sketchy, but as Loopy Wild grows on the return and the needlework flies out, Team Heretics are in disarray. All three lanes are assaulting.
Heretics are really feeling the pressure.
Rain.
SK, oh, look at Skeens, look at Skeens!
And he's in, he just dives in, under turret, they don't care, flack at the target, the heroic entrance in, Pop Blossom on Sten does nothing! Skeens with a double, layers down for the triple, a zap in, Carlton's next to go, and Kadui is unleashed! The attack speed cut means nothing! Give him a double, and glaze the hell out of Skeens! His fight is unfreaking believable as SK Mountain get their first series win of the LEC, and more games like that, SK can do anything.
A strong Game 3